All right, we'd like to welcome everybody to tonight's matchup. We've got a high school wrestling duel between the St.Johns Redskins and the Holbrook Roadrunners. We're about to get started right now. We will probably start off at 106. And we'll see who Holbrook sends out right now. All right, so it looks like first up at 106, St. John's has a bye, and Holbrook sends out Judah Pack from Holbrook to receive his bye, so that's 6 points for Holbrook. And next up at 113, we have Isaiah Aguilera of Holbrook, and he'll also receive his bye for 6 more points for Holbrook. And I think we will start off our duel tonight at 120. We've got 2 wrestlers of that weight class. It looks like we have Parker Johnson from St. John's versus Jason Ramira from Holbrook. And we'll start this duel up. They're going to go out to the center and we'll get started. Shake hands and we get underway. Immediately tie up. Holbrook gets in on a good single and a quick takedown. Puts legs in immediately. He's working on his head. Looks like he's trying to get a power half in right away. Gets a crossface and puts him right to his back. Getting his back points. Real fast takedown and getting him to his back by Holbrook. That's a good job. Gets him out. There's 3 back points. And he's working for another move. Looks like he's still got his legs in, and he's just going to turn him over right there. Parker does a good job of fighting back to his base, not letting him turn him over. Looks like Holbrook's trying to work that Turk in right there, and he's going to scoop the leg. And looks like he's trying to get a half with it. And he's going to get his elbow in and probably work for the pin right there. Parker's going to have to work hard. Really kick that leg and arm out. And Holbrook lets it go. So there's the 3 back points. Puts his legs in again and flips him back over. Looks like he's just trying to get as many points as he can. And he's going to get his 3 back points again right there. He's keeping his legs in right there. Looks like he likes the leg ride. He's going to keep working on top. And reaches across his body to the opposite arm. Just pulling him back there. And he's got his 3 back points, so he's going to let him up. But it looks like the ref isn't going to give him his points until he gets his leg out right there. So finally he awards those 3 more back points. And they're going to start over with 12 seconds left in this period. Looks like they're trying to figure out the points real quick. And the ref's going to come back out, and St. John's will be down. Holbrook's on top, and it looks like he's going to give him a... St. John's gets up and gets a quick escape. Good job by Parker just to stand right up. They're hand fighting right there, and Holbrook's got a 2-on-1, gets in on a single. And he's going to get 2 more points per takedown right before the end of the period. Good work by Holbrook, really moving and getting his stuff in, getting work done. So they're going to start back in neutral for the second period. St. John's comes in reaching, looking for some hand ties, trying to work his stuff this time. Holbrook drops in on a single leg and takes him down. Hops up for his 2 points. He puts his legs back in, leg riding again, and goes for a power half. We'll see if he can turn Parker right here. Parker's trying not to give up any more back points. But the ref's going to start counting, and he's got his 3. Parker's going to have to fight off his back. It looks like Holbrook's going for the pin right here. Really got that tied up, and there's the pin. That stop kid in Holbrook really got everything he wanted right there. And next up, we're going to have at 126, we have Dion Perry from St. Johns and Christopher Moore from Holbrook. Looks like Moore's coming out to the mat right now. Right now the team points are 18-0 for Holbrook's favor. And we'll start this match and see if St. John's can get some points on the board. Dion comes in with some heavy hands and a shot right off the bat. Holbrook's not letting him get the takedown easy, though. They're hand fighting. Dion's giving him some fake shots. Holbrook goes in for a shot, misses. Good hand fighting. Both wrestlers moving. Dion gets on a single leg, trying to trip him down. He gets his 2 there. Dion gets a takedown, breaks him down. Looks like he's got a chicken wing, and he's going to start running it. Trying to flip him over to his back. Looks like Holbrook's fighting to keep his hips over, but Dion's got that pretty tight right there. Holbrook's trying to get that hand off that tight waist and get back on top. Dion's doing a good job with his hips staying on top of his head so he can't flip him over. And there's a pin. There's 6 points for St. John's from Dion Perry. So that makes the team score 18-6. And next up at 132, we have Wesley Scarborough from St. John's versus Hunter Love from Holbrook. And they'll come out to the center and start up right now. Looks like the ref's talking to Holbrook's coaches about something. And they're going to start. And Wesley comes in with some heavy hands looking for an ankle pick, and he gets it. Comes in with the deep tight waist. He's looking to chop. He gets a crossface looking for a cradle. Holbrook does a good job of defending it, not letting him get it easy. Gets rid of that crossface. And Wesley's going in for a wrist right there, trying to drive a Turk. Get him back in bounds. He gets his leg in, trying to scoop it up and get his hips turned over. And stay in bounds. It's hard to work on the edge right there. Trying to get your stuff and keep him in bounds when you're right there on the line. And it looks like they're going to turn around, and Wesley's got a better chance of getting something now. It looks like he's going for a hammer lock, trying to drive that arm across his back. He's trying to pick that arm up. Holbrook's not giving it to him, though. He gets it. He's trying to scoop that head up his leg. Looks like he's just going to come around and get a half off of it right there, and he puts him to his back. And the ref's giving him his points. And there's a pin. Another pin for St. John's. And that'll make it 18-12. Holbrook still ahead. Next up at 138, we've got Peter Casey from St. John's versus Marcus Oberator from Holbrook. And we'll get started right away. They shake hands and get going. Peter immediately starts shooting right off the bat. Good movement. Both wrestlers shoot. Come back up, tied up. Holbrook's got 2 underhooks. Peter's trying to blow through it, but Holbrook's got those underhooks tight. Peter's reaching. He snaps him and is trying to circle around him. Holbrook sucks down on that elbow, but Peter gets that takedown. So that'll be quick 2 points for Peter. Gets down on that wrist and is trying to work a half, spiral half right there. Holbrook stands up, does a good job fighting that off. Peter's got two wrists tied up and is going back for that half. trying to stack him up. It looks like he's going to get it right there. He's got him on his back. Ref's giving him his points. Going for the pin. Holbrook's trying to bridge real hard. And it looks like ref's not seeing a pin yet. There it is. There's 6 more for St. John's, and they'll catch up, making it 18-18 in the team score. And for our next match at 145, we have JT Richardson from St. John's and Isaac Martinez from Holbrook. And they come out to the center ready to wrestle. They tie up right away. Both snapping hard. Holbrook gets a good snap. He's got that head deep, but JT's trying to drive through with the double leg right there. He's going to pick him up in the air, take him back down right to a half. That's a good job by JT, just driving right through it and putting him to his back. And he gets a pin right there. That's tough. That's tough by JT. That's hard, just right off a takedown to keep him on his back, especially against a good wrestler like Holbrook's right there, but he did a good job of just holding him down. All right, next up at 152, we have Ren Crosby from St. John's versus Jacob Richards from Holbrook. And they shake hands, and we'll get underway. Ren's coming in for a tie-up. Holbrook goes for a shot, but isn't successful. Ren's got some heavy hands. Holbrook gets in on a single leg. Ren's trying to defend it, but he gets over his hips. Ref's not going to give him 2 yet. Ren's still got that leg. And looks like he's kind of going for a spladle right there. Not quite exactly, but looks like that was the idea. And they'll go back to neutral. Ren's coming in, trying to snap that head down and get around. He's got that leg. Winslow's down on his stomach, and it looks like Ren's going to get around for his 2 points. There's a takedown. He's got that wrist tied up, and he's looking for a chicken wing right there. He stacks him up off of it. Holbrook's doing a good job of coming back up, not giving up his back points. And Ren's going to have to drive through a double right there. He's got him to his hips, and he's going to keep him down. So that's a good job by Holbrook fighting off his back and almost getting a reversal right there. Ren did a good job of driving through it, not letting him turn him over. Looks like Ren's going for that hammer lock right there. Trying to drive him, he lets go of it. Trying to grab it, he's a little high right there. And Holbrook's going to try to come out the back, stands up, and Ren tosses him back down. Holbrook's trying to stand up again, but Ren's doing a good job of keeping his legs tied up back there. Looks like he's going for the chicken wing. Doesn't have it very deep yet, but he's still going for it. He's got Holbrook twisted up pretty good, and he's going to get his hips over. Holy cow, that's a big bridge by Holbrook, making sure to stay off his shoulders. And Ren's just trying to keep his hips down on top of him. And Ren's going to have to step over that. And he does. There we go. He's got him on his back. Pretty tight right there. That's a hard bridge by Holbrook, doing a good job of making sure that he's not giving up a pin for his team. But Ren is going to get the back points off of that. And it looks like that makes the score 4-0, I believe. All right, so for the second period, they're going to start in neutral. A little bit slower to start off. Ren comes in, trying to snap him. Holbrook comes in for a straight shot. And looks like Ren's trying to flip him off. And they're just going to back out of that. Work back to the center. Not moving each other right now, just kind of sitting back a little bit. And they're going to tie up there. It's like Holbrook's trying to give him some fakes. Ren returns them. Just trying to get him to react. Open him up. Give you a good shot. And it looks like Holbrook's going to come in for a single leg. Ren's got him flattened out, and he's trying to get back around him, and he's going to get his two. Comes in with the tight crossface, trying to get a screwdriver off of it. But Holbrook's doing a good job of keeping his shoulder down, not giving it to him. He comes in for a single leg. Looks like Ren off that crossface is going to try to get a cradle right there, but he's going to have to do a good job of driving his head to his knee. Holbrook's tough down there, not giving it to him. And Ren might have that tied up right there. But he's got to be careful because Holbrook's got his leg. He's going to have to get his hips up. And he stays on top. No back points off of it, though. Not a lot of movement right now. We'll see if Ren can get another move. Holbrook's trying to come back up, but Ren's got a chicken wing and flips him to his back. Another good bridge by Holbrook. And it looks like he's going to get his hips on top unless Ren can keep his hips up. And it looks like he might do it right there. Flips him back over to his back. And Holbrook's doing a good job of not giving anything up. Ren's still going to get his 3 back points, though, and that's going to make it 12-0. Holbrook's doing a good job off of his back, making sure he's not giving up a pin. Some hard bridges from this Holbrook wrestler. And for the third period, we're going to start again in neutral. Both wrestlers a little tired. And he's going to try to snap him down, and Holbrook gets a shot off of it. Stuck in that position, though, and flips around. It looks like Ren's sitting on top of him. I don't know if the ref's giving him back points for that. And he's going to start giving him his points. He's got that arm sucked up right there. Might be able to pin him. Holbrook's got to get that bridge in again if he wants to keep away from that pin. It looks like Ren's got him sucked up pretty good. And there's the bridge from Holbrook trying to stay out of there. Ren's got it sucked up tight, though, and he's going to get the pin. There it is. There's 6 more points for St.Johns. And that's going to make it 30-18. That's a tough job by Holbrook. Good fight. Really trying not to give up those back points. So next up, at 160, it looks like we're going to have a bye. And Jace Clarkson will receive that for St.Johns. And
Jace Clarkson wins by forfeit. This is an exhibition match between Jace Clarkson and...
So Jace received his forfeit for the varsity, and now we have an exhibition match. They're probably not the same weight class, so it doesn't count towards the varsity points, but they're still going to get a match in for these two wrestlers. Holbrook comes in on a shot, switches it to a single leg, and he's going to get on top. Starts right off into a power half. Jace's going to try to stand up, hit a switch off of it, and he gets flung back down. Holbrook's got a chicken wing right there, but Jace gets it out of there. Trying to stand back up. Holbrook's doing a good job of keeping him down. And Jace trying to grab his head. Looks like he's trying to hit a switch, but Holbrook's going to hit a tilt off of that. And Jace might be able to get out right here. But Holbrook covers back on top. He's got those legs tied up down there. Jace can't really get away. He's going to put a half in, see if he can drive Jace over to his back. There it is. Jace is fighting hard. Holbrook's got him tied up pretty tight. And Jace hitting a hard bridge right there. Looks like Holbrook's smothering him. Real hard work by both wrestlers, and Jace gets off his back. Good fight right there off the bottom. But Holbrook's going to get 3 more points. Jace trying to get his arm free and sliding his knee so he can get a stand-up right there, but Holbrook's hanging onto those legs. And see if he's working for anything right here. Jay's trying to stand up, but Holbrook's got to hold those legs so he can't really do anything with it. And that's going to be the end of the first period. That's going to be 5-0 Holbrook going into the second period right now. And it looks like we're going to choose neutral, so we'll go neutral for the second period. Go ahead and get started. And they're tying up with each other. Just tries to drag that elbow by, get a shot off of it. They're both tying up. Jason's giving him shots. And he falls down. Looks like Holbrook's going to try to drive him over to his back, and he gets him down there. He's getting his back points right now. Jason's still trying to get to that leg, and it looks like he's going to flip him over. If he can stay in bounds, he might get his two. See what the ref calls. He's going to give Holbrook 2 back points and no change, so St. Johns will be on bottom. So Jace did a good job of driving through that, just went out of bounds before it could be called a takedown, so he comes back on bottom. Comes up for a stand-up, trying to break those hands free. And they're going to start it over. It's a good job by Jay standing up, but he's got to break those hands so he can get away. And it looks like he does. So there's his 1 point for an escape. He's got an underhook, throws him by, but falls down a little bit. And the ref's not going to give any points right now. Jay's trying to get his hips away. Holbrook throws him back down. Still no points awarded for a takedown yet. Holbrook's got to drive through that. Jason's switching his hips. And still no two. Jason's got a single leg right there. He's got to stay up, get his hips around. He's got to move right now. Can't sit there. He's going to try to just flip his hips over it. And Holbrook's got a hold of that ankle right there, so Jason's having a hard time getting around. Jason's trying to work something in there. He's trying to get his arm off that leg. It looks like he's got a crossface right now. And it looks like he's trying to tie up for a cradle, but Holbrook's going to grab his head and flip him over to his back. He's got 2 legs in, so he's going to stay in bounds. And he's getting his back points. He's going to have to fight hard right here. With 10 seconds left. Holbrook's still got 2 legs in, so he's in bounds. And it looks like he's going to call it out, and that'll be the end of the period too. So there's 3 more back points for Holbrook, making it 14-1. And they're going to go neutral again. Jason's going to have to come out and get a takedown right now. He's gotten some good shots, but just hasn't been able to finish them. And he gets deep on a single leg, picks it up, trying to keep his head in it, trying to trip him. Looks like Holbrook falls down and Jace tries to cover, but isn't quite able to get behind him yet. He's just trying to grab onto that hip. Holbrook's got a leg. Jace's trying to step over it. He's going to cross-face him right there. Holbrook's going to grab his head and try to throw him over like he did last time. Jason's just going to whip him over to his back, but Holbrook swims out of it and might be able to get his hips up and get 2 right there. So it looks like that should be a tech for Holbrook. Got 15 points ahead, so that ends the match. That's a good job by Holbrook. Good work. So next up, at 170, we have another bye, and James Thomas will come out and receive that for St. Johns.
Next up, James Thomas and St. Johns.
And after that, we have Ryan Lewis at 182 from St. Johns, who will also receive a bye. At 195, Slade Nevin will also receive a bye for St. Johns. At 220, Kyson Price will also receive a forfeit. And at heavyweight, Nicholas Patterson will receive a bye. And we'll see if we have any more exhibition matches or if that's just the end of this duel right now.
Congratulations to St. John's.
And it looks like that's going to be the end of it. So this duel ends 66-18 with St. John's on top. And that'll be it for the night. Have a good night, everybody.